Hello gamers, welcome back to Solo Spelunking, and today we're going to play another session of my Dungeons & Dragons solo RPG, my Flan-based city adventure, The Cult of Gamash, using the Scarlet Heroes solo rules and solo play procedures for urban adventures. And let's get right back into it. So last session, my hero, where is he? My hero, oh here it is, Kane Kellus, an adventurer and street urchin who grew up in the city of Flan. He's 19 years old and he knows all of the city secrets and movers and shakers. So this is the background feature of the urchin background. He's looking for his longtime friend and on and off lover Leah, who didn't show up to a date. And what he has discovered or investigated so far is that she might have been abducted while going home from a drug den, and his investigations, they led him to the harbor district and the slums, and he found out that some sect or cultists or whatever who worship an entity or who probably worship an entity called Gamash, that they might have abducted him. At least this is what he learned from a street urchin that he talked to. And the interrogation of one of those minions was not very successful, but he gained some valuable clues because he heard the word Gamash for the first time, and he discovered a tattoo depicting some sort of demonic creature inside the right palm of the guy he had a brawl with. And also he confiscated or took away a very distinctive dagger which has a blade which has a wave-like structure. So he's got some clues. And now we are continuing. It is late afternoon. Early afternoon. So it's early afternoon after the brawl. So let's say it is afternoon. I say it's 1500 hours or 3 p.m. for those of you not familiar with the 24-hour system. So it's 3 p.m. And and my next scene will be another investigation scene, because I got some clues now, not in the metagaming sense, because clues also here's a currency, a metagaming currency for the structure, which allows you to initiate action scenes. But now I got an actual story clue, and I want to follow up on this clue. So I will play an investigation scene. And the adventure structure, it features investigation scenes, conflict scenes, and action scenes. To play those, you need a clue, and you could either roll randomly for the next scene or choose depending on the flow of the adventure. And I like to have some, not some control, but I like to the adventure to flow in a logical manner. So for me, the next step would be, if I got some hints, to follow up on these hints, to talk to people that might give me some more information. So I will do an investigation scene, and I chose the scene number 1. Hunt up an actor whom you have reason to suspect can give you a clue. And this actor I will hunt up. You could also roll for them randomly, but you could also choose what makes sense. So I will talk to a blacksmith that I know about this strange weapon, this strange wave-like blade. So maybe he's heard of something about it, maybe in his blacksmith circle somebody talked about it, maybe he even got a commission to forge these weapons and can tell me more. So it's it's a long shot, but it's yeah, something I gotta do. Yeah, like I said, from my background, I grew up in the city. I know a lot of people, so I also know a blacksmith, or I don't really know him, but of course I know a few blacksmiths in town. So yeah, I will head over there. So here it is. I gotta read this here. Petrov's Fine Swords, it's called. Yeah, you gotta excuse me, but my eyes are not what they used to be, and the light here is not the best, and the text is very small, and I need to get new glasses. All right, so yeah, so Petrov's Fine Swords. That is a smith that also sells weapons, a vendor, and maybe he's heard of it. So I was here in this harbor district, so I moved back across the bridge and down this main old wall road to get to the Fine Swords. And whenever I change location or wander through the city, I decided to roll for a random event to spice up things a little, to make it a little less predictable. And let's see. Nope. It's a 6, so nothing happens. So in the oracle I use, it is 5 or 10, no, 5 or 15, natural 5 or 15, which indicates a random event. Okay, so nothing happens. So I reach the blacksmith. All right, and then let's talk to him and see if he knows anything. All right, so this will be another skill challenge. And I got this rules on one sheet here, which lists all the skills. And by my skill challenge rules, it is that you need at least 3 different skills, and you can't use one skill back to back, so 2 times in a row. You can use one skill more often, but you got to make another check in between. So I will be using, of course, persuasion, insight, and I'm not sure, maybe a little intimidation or a little or maybe a little investigation. No, all right, it's a people-based challenge, so I will be using intimidation, persuasion, and insight for this skill challenge. All right, so it'll be investigation, persuasion, and insight. And the DC is 11. It is always 10 plus the threat value of the adventure, which is 1. And I always need 5 successes before I get 3 failures to successfully complete this challenge. So I walk up to the blacksmith. His name is Garden, like the garden, but no, Gardor. Let's call him Gardor, because garden is stupid. All right, Gardor. And so I walk up to him and I start talking to him. Hey, Gardor, how's it going? How's business? I can't complain. Kane, right? Yeah, that's right. You got a good memory. Yeah, so what can I do for you, Kane? Here to purchase some weapons? Not really, actually. I'm here to purchase, if you want to call it that, some information maybe if you have it. Information? What subject? Well, look at this. And I get out this dagger that I took and show it to him. Have you ever seen a weapon like this before? You know anything about it? So he looks at it. Not really. So let's make my insight check to see if he really does not know anything about it. So insight is wisdom. I got a +1 wisdom modifier. Let's check its wisdom. Yeah. But I'm not proficient with the skill. So it is +1 versus 11. 11 plus 12, so it's a success. So yeah, he seems honest, or it seems true that I never heard about anything, or I've never seen anything like this. So maybe you know somebody, or maybe you could ask around in your circles. You know, I don't want to get into trouble. I don't know what is this about? I mean, do I get into anything that I need to be worry about? No, it's nothing. Just some information. So I make a persuasion check. 8 plus 4. Thank God I'm proficient, which is 12, which is barely enough to beat the DC. So it's another success. Yeah, no, you don't need to worry about it. You know, just ask around a little, and so the conversation continues. I will just do the skill challenge now because actually I don't really know how to act it all out. But this is so that you get an idea how the conversation works. So I already did insight. And I did persuasion. Now I'm doing investigation, and then I just go back and throw persuasion, insight, and so on until I either fail or succeed. So now I need to do investigation. Investigation is intelligence, and I do not have an intelligence modifier. Yes, investigation. So it's just a normal roll, and I need 11 or higher. And it's an 11. Yes, on the spot. So that was investigation. So I did insight, persuasion, investigation, and now I'm going persuasion, insight, investigation, and so on. All right, so it's another persuasion now. 19, look at this. Yes, so natural 19. So persuasion, and now insight. 3. I fail. So insight was wisdom +1, but yeah, I fail. So I gotta keep rolling the skill I failed until I succeed. That's also my rule. 6, come on. So I get the feeling that he might know more than he's telling me about, but he seems reluctant. All right, so I gotta maybe loosen his tongue a little. I mean, desperate times require desperate measures. So during the conversation, I pass him some coin. I slip him 3. Whatever. Let's make it 5. So I slip him 5 gold coins. I push him over. Maybe this could ease your conscience or lighten your troubles, I say. Oh, come on, it's really important to me that I get this information. So now I will rule that I get advantage on the last roll. I still need an 11 in insight. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. 10 and 3, I fail. I fail the scene, the skill challenge. All right. So now he, let's see if he gives me the money back because he doesn't want to take it and owe me anything because he didn't talk. So it is very likely that he gives me the money back. So it's +5 using my D20 oracle. Yes, all right. So, oh, it's a 15, a random event, natural 15. So we'll deal with that now. All right. So he slips me the coins. No, sorry, Kane. I don't know you that well, and I don't want to have anything to do with this, whatever this is. So here, have your money. If you want to buy a sword, you're more than welcome to. But I'm sorry, I can't help you. All right. I understand. Don't worry about it. All right, so it's a fail. Let's do bookkeeping first, and then deal with the random event. All right, so fail plus RE, random event. So bookkeeping. I am still at 3 victory points because it was a fail. So victory points 3. Now the enemy, for every... So whenever I complete an investigation or action scene, I have to roll 1d10, and if the total is equal or below the total number of investigation and or action scenes, the enemy also gains a victory point. So I have investigation scene 1, 2, 3. So I got 3 investigation scenes, so I roll a d10, and 1, 2, 3, the enemy also gains a victory point because of delay and stuff. So let's see. It's a 7. No, all right. So no victory point for the enemy. Enemy 0. Oh wait, let's look something up. I think if I fail a scene, the enemy also gets a victory point. Let me look this up real quick. If you succeed, let's see. By default, each scene requires a trade check. Difficulty, blah. If you succeed, gain a victory point. If you fail, your opponent receives a victory point. Exactly. If you succeed as an investigator, you also get a clue. Conflict scene, reduce enemy by 1. Some scenes. Alright, so I fail. So that means the enemy, he gains a victory point. And he would have gained another one if I had have rolled 1, 2, 3. So the enemy is back to 1 victory point. Alrighty. 1 victory point for the enemy, and I am still at 2 clues because I failed the investigation scene. Otherwise, I would have gotten 3. Alrighty. So, yeah, and now let's deal with the random event. Let's see what is happening here. And I wanted to use this random idea generator that I whipped up real quick that I talked about in my live stream. I'm using D12s, so it'll be blue and then orange, and then I roll another blue one to get 3 words. So blue and orange. So blue is 10 and 1, so 10 is demon. Oh, this fits. And 1 is fire and flame, or fire or flame. All right, so demon, fire, flame, and that's a 6, the last column. Dragon. Ooh, all right, so demon. All right, so this is interesting. Random event. Demon plus fire, flame plus dragon. All right. So, yeah, so it'll be not something very, very epic like a dragon torching the whole city, but instead I rule that when I leave the blacksmith, yeah, that some a dark adept from the cult. I mean, I didn't kill the cultist that I fought in my conflict scene. So yeah, he went back to his hideout, whatever, to his other cultists, and he told them about me, and yeah, I told them that he lost his dagger and that I'm investigating the disappearance of this Leah, blah blah, all the things. And now the cult decide to get rid of me, and they dispatched one of their casters, one of their adepts, and he yeah, he wants to get rid of me by using yeah, arcane means like a fireball spell, whatever. So it'll be just something personal. All right, so this will be it. All right, let's see how this goes. So yeah, so let's make a plan first what I wanted to do next. So I got a clue, or I didn't get any further with the dagger, at least not yet. But I also heard the word Gamash and this tattoo. So I think this is something maybe a cleric or a priest or a temple would know something about. So my next scene that I want to do, but I have to resolve the encounter first, will be another investigation scene. And yeah, I will again hunt up an actor. So this is hunt up, I just replaced with talk to an actor whom you have reason to suspect can give you a clue. And I will talk to a priest or a cleric, no, a priest, to yeah, talk about this tattoo and the word Gamash to hopefully get some information. But you never know, if I win this upcoming battle and encounter, maybe I learn something else as well. All right, so it was early afternoon, then it was afternoon, and let's say now as I'm done, it is, you know, rocking around and stuff. So let's say it is 4 p.m., 1600 hours, as I encounter this cultist arcane assassin. All right, so let's set up a quick encounter here on my acrylic sheet. So I'm heading for the temple. That's the road, and then it goes up here like this, and let's say here it opens up to a little plaza. So this will be the encounter area. There are buildings here. There's a door here, there's a door here. There's a building here. You probably can't see this part. Let me check the camera. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. All right. So this is still me. I'm walking up this road and I got a very nice pawn that I have in mind. So bear with me while I get it out, because I got tons of pawns and they're not really well organized. So hopefully I find it real quick. But yeah, so I got these little zip bags and I labeled them like this says casters, if you can see it, and everything that looks like a caster pawn I just throw in there. And this is the way how I organized my pawns, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't really call it organized actually, but it is actually really a mess. But look at this. Found it already. This is a demon-blooded sorcerer, and this fits really well because I also rolled the demon. So a demon-blooded sorcerer with fire and flame. He looks like he's got a fiery sword, and so this is what I will encounter: a demon-blooded sorcerer in the afternoon while walking away from the smithy or the shop. All right, so, and he's not doing any cloak and dagger style because these cultists and zealots, they're overconfident, so he will just confront me in this city street. All right, so let's make up some stats. Let's use this one. And yeah, one thing about how I usually deal with NPC casters. See, I'm not that familiar with Dungeons and Dragons because I rarely play casters. So this has really nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons, but with my preferred play style. I don't play casters a lot, so I'm not very familiar with all of the spells, and I don't want to actually, when I set up an NPC wizard, I don't want to really think about how many spell slots he has and what he has prepared and look up the spells. So what I really liked about 4th edition is this approach that, I mean, in that the casters, that they have an arcane flair to them in the way they fight. So I implement their arcane abilities into the attacks and abilities they have without really thinking about casting actual spells. So for example, this demon-blooded sorcerer, let's start with this AC. There I will always assume that they always cast mage armor. So let's say he does not look very dexterous. So I think he would not have a dexterity modifier. And mage armor, I think, gives you an AC of 13. I will look it up later. I will just say for the moment that it gives you an AC of 13. So let's say he's got an AC of 13 because of mage armor. He does not have a dexterity modifier. And yeah, he has a fiery sword, fiery blade. So of course he's proficient with it, and he looks strong. I give him a +2 strength modifier and a +2 proficiency bonus, so he will attack with a +4. And it's a 1d8 weapon, 1d8 +2, and I will give him another +1d4 fire damage. Fire. And he also has an ranged, let's say, the flame bolt attack. So, and let's say, because this will use his spell casting ability modifier. I don't know what it is for sorcerers, but it'll also be +2, so it is a +4 with proficiency, and this also deals so 1d6. It's like a cantrip, 1d6 +2 fire damage. So this is only relevant if you would be vulnerable to fire damage. And let's say, what else could we give him? All right, so he is immune to fire damage because he's demon-blooded. As in, this is just for fluff. I mean, I don't have a fire weapon, so but to give this character some flavor. And now his hit points. All right, and let's say he is. Let's make him a little bit tougher because I'm a legendary hero, and let's say he's got 3d8 +3 because he's got a +1 con modifier. So 3d8 +3. So I'll roll 3d8, 2d8. Oh, this is no. It's a 2 and a 1. Let's go for the average value. So a 3d8. So that's a 5. 15 +3. He's got 18 hit points. Let's go for averages. Hit points 18. All right. All right, so this is this demon-blooded sorcerer. And yeah, I walk up this road, the street, as this creature. It's not a creature, but as this human with, let me show it to you again, with some infernal tattoos and dark red robes, and this fiery blade as he approaches me, and he looks like trouble, and everybody is giving him a wide berth, and maybe some people are running off to maybe get the city guard, but he doesn't seem to care, and so he addresses me. You are the one asking too many questions. As promised, Gamash will now judge you. Get ready to meet him. And with that, he stretches out his hand, and a fiery bolt lashes out at me. So I will just give him the initiative, because it just fits, and roll him an attack. And it is 1d6 plus 2 fire damage, plus 4 versus my armor class of 14. Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me. All right, so 13, he hits, and 6 plus 2, that is maximum 8 points of damage. All right, so I got 24 hit points, so now I'm down to 16. But thank God I still have hit dice left, and I will deal with it. And so, but now it's my turn, and I can use a legendary action. And as a legendary action, I could also move, and I didn't use any movement so far, so I got still my full movement. So now I will use my legendary action to move, and I move up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I move up to engage him in melee, and now it is my regular turn. So now I need to do this legendary action thing. Let me get these tokens out. I only need 1 token because it's only 1 opponent, so I will only have 1 legendary action. All right. So I get this up here, so you can see it. So this is my legendary action. I used it. Now it's my regular turn, so it refreshes. I put it back in here. And now for my regular action, and this is now where it's good that I'm a legendary hero, I will use my regular action to dodge. So now I'm dodging. That'll be my action, which means now he's got to attack with disadvantage, but then I can use my legendary action to counterattack. So he will basically always have disadvantage. However, I'm not sure if it's, or maybe if is it better to just attack, to try to deal as much damage as possible to get him down quick. But no, I don't. I will dodge. I will dodge, and now it's his turn, and he's got to roll with disadvantage. Now he uses his fiery sword that deals 1d8 plus 1d4 fire damage, but he has disadvantage. And damn! Oh no! Damn! It's a 10 plus 4 is 14. So he still hits for 5. Plus 2, 7. All right, now I need to do something here. All right, so 7. So I'm down to 9 hit points. But I will use my. But now it's my legendary action first. So let's do it all. So I'm using my legendary action at the end of his turn, and now I attack with my rapier. Now it's rapier time. No time to fool around, and I'm using my duelist feature. So I will deal 1d8 plus 5 damage if I hit, and I attack with a plus 5 versus his 13. Yes, 9 plus 5. That is 14. That hits for 10 points of damage. 5 plus 5. So that is a very decisive blow. 10 points of damage. So he is down to 8 hit points. So that was my action. Now I'm using my bonus action, my second wind feature. It's a class feature and it gives me 1d8 plus level plus X hit points back, and it's a bonus action, so I can use it even though I attacked. So I'm using the second wind class feature. Give me a good roll. Alright, 5 plus 1, that's 6 points back. That is, now I'm back to 15 hit points. That is not too bad. So 15 hit points. And I used my second wind. I just make a check mark here and then I erase it. Alright, so that was my regular action. And so I attacked. And at the start of my turn, my legendary action refreshed. I attacked. I used my bonus action. And now it is his turn. No, wait. What am I doing here now? I dodged. Yeah. All right. So okay. Damn. All right. I should have dodged again. So yeah, I dodged. He's hit me anyways, and then it was my turn. I think I got it all messed up now. No, never mind. So it was my turn, whatever, and now it's his turn, and he attacks, and with his fiery sword. But since I didn't dodge because I attacked, I attacked with my regular action, used a bonus action. He rolls a normal attack. Haha, but a natural 1. But that's also good because he rolled an 8 and a 4. He would have dealt maximum damage, but thank God he didn't hit. And now legendary action at the end of his turn. Legendary action. I attack with my rapier. And I hit 12. I rolled a 12 and that's 9 points of damage. And he only has 8 points left. Alright, so I kill him. But I gotta look up this combat in the video. I think I messed something up, but I'm not sure. However, that was my legendary action. Now it would be my regular turn. My legendary action would refresh. But yeah, but basically with the skin of my teeth, do you say that? No. Anyways, I'm back to 15. But if he would have hit, that would have been it. But now I need to do some short resting here. But anyhow, yeah, in this skirmish, yeah, I was very lucky. So with some quick side steps, I was able to to strike him down, to dodge. But I'm still also a little hurting. I got some burns on my shoulder, and yeah, so there's quite the uproar here, and people are running for the guards, and yeah, I used this this confusion to search this guy to see if I find anything that might give me another clue, and of course money. All right, so let's say it is likely that I find something on him that could give me a hint. So it's a +2. 2 plus 2, it's 4. No, it's still a no. So yeah, maybe he was careful intentionally to didn't take anything with him that could compromise the cult. So it's a no. I didn't find anything, or I don't find anything. Let's say money. All right, let's say he's got 2d8 gold pieces. 5 gold pieces that I take, of course. So I'm at 15 gold pieces. And because I don't want to get into trouble with the city authority, I don't want to be considered a fugitive, I wait for the city guards to arrive. And they do arrive, 2 city guards. Here, city guards from my advent calendar. They arrive and they look at the scene and they question me, and I just, I don't know, I don't have anything to hide. So I just tell them that, I was just at the blacksmith, and this guy, he just attacked me, accusing me of things, and by the way, that I think that there's something going on here in the town, because I'm looking for a friend that's missing, and so I basically lay out the whole thing, like what he said, the score Gamash thing, and they should look into it, and they question a couple of bystanders that basically confirm my story, that this guy, that he just without actually being provoked, unleashed a firebolt at me. And so they take the corpse, and they take my statement, and then they're off again and let me be. And they go with the words, "You should get this looked at," regarding my burns. And I was like, yeah, I will. Alright, so that was just a random event. That was not really a scene by the adventure structure. But I will use, I will take a moment and, take a short rest. But I will take the short rest in a tavern. So I go into a tavern and sit down and have a drink and take a short rest. And a short rest is like 1 hour. So and I will use hit dice, and I got 48 hit dice because I'm a legendary hero, and I'm down to 15. So I will use, I think, 2 of my 48 hit dice. Alright, 7 points. I get 7 points back. So I am at 22. And I used, I make this with little pencil marks. I used 2 hit dice. Okay, so 22. You know what? Let's just use another one, because I will be taking a long rest shortly anyways. Eight. Oh, that's great. So I'm back to 30. All right, I can work with that. All right. There's 30. And another hit die gone. And now I will do the next scene, the next investigation scene. Like I said, I will talk to some clerics and priests. There are a lot of templates here, actually. Get this out again. And my trusty wooden pointer here. Actually, there is a temple not far here, Temple of Suhin or whatever, I don't know. So I walk to this temple and talk to the clerics there and the priest to get some information about maybe Gamash and this tattoo. I describe it, and I also, of course, describe my encounter, my unpleasant encounter with this fellow that I had. All right, so this will be another skill challenge. And I will be using, of course, again, persuasion. I will be using religion, because, and insight. All right. So religion, so that I ask the right questions and stuff. All right, so it'll be a skill challenge again. So let's put it down here, investigation scene. Let's see. The demon encounter. All right, and then 1600 hours. Investigation scene at the temple. Talk to clerics. And it's a skill challenge using religion, using persuasion, and using insight. And it is, of course, again DC 11. And I need 5 successes. Always need 5 successes before I have 3 failures. All right, let's see if they know stuff. All right, so religion is based on intelligence. I don't have a modifier there, so I'll be just rolling 1d20. $19, that's great. Ha ha ha. All right, persuasion, I got +4. That's a good one. Persuasion. So I impressed them with my religious knowledge, and they're more inclined to talk to me. And I persuade them, 10 + 4 is 14, to dig deep into their archives and tell me stuff that they know. And let's see if they do that inside. Yes, 13. I'm having a run here, but now religion again. Alrighty, religion again. $19 again. Look at this. And persuasion. This looks good. Persuasion +4. Yes, 16. So without any failures, it is a success. All right. So yes. So I talk to the clerics and I tell them all about it, and they basically confirm, yeah, we also have heard disturbing rumors, and we started our own investigation into the subject. You know, this Gamash. He is a demon lord from the 9 hells who was banished eons ago, and by a concentrated effort of the good gods, they banished this demon lord into the 9 hells. And yeah, we heard also reports of people starting to disappear, and we have reason to suspect that there is more behind this. Our fear is that these abductions, that the victims are used as human sacrifices in some strange ritual. But what you have just told us is actually very disturbing news. So it seems that indeed that there's some cult active, and yeah. We will also look into it, but we can maybe help you find your friend. You know, we dig deep in our archives, and as you know, Flanisbury was destroyed and rebuilt a couple of times, so there's lots of ruins, and we found hints of an old shrine or temple building that was built to worship this Gamash, but it's been destroyed and built over. But maybe if this cult knows about it, maybe they use it as some sort of headquarters. You could check it out. So we'll tell you where it is. All right, so thank you. So let's do some bookkeeping. So I have 4 victory points now. Victory points, I have 4. The enemy has 1 so far, but now I gotta roll a d10 again, and this was 1, 2, 3, and this is my 4th investigation scene. So I roll a d10, and if I roll 1, 2, 4, the enemy also gets a victory point. So this creates some time pressure. You can take forever. And it's a 3, so the enemy gets a victory point as well. The enemy, he's got now 2 victory points as well. But I gain another clue. So now I have 3 clues, and now it's time, I think, to use these clues to initiate an action scene. Alrighty, so but it is late, so this whole conversation, it took a while, so it is now 1700 hours, I say, and I'm not in such a good shape, so I will take a long rest at a tavern. So I'm paying good money. I'm paying 2 gold pieces for 1 night with a good meal. And the thing is, using this adventure structure, when you use a scene to rest, basically this is a rest scene, you heal up, but the enemy, he gains a victory point because he, in this time, furthers his plans. So at 1700 hours, I take a long rest. In tavern. So now I'm at victory points 4, but the enemy is at 3. I still have 3 clues. And I'm at full HP. But I only regenerate up to half my level in spent hit dice, minimum 1. So I regenerate 1, or I regain 1 hit die. So now I got 2 hit die out of my 4 hit dice left. But, where's my eraser? But I'm at full hit points. Alright, I do it later. Alright, so this will be it for this session. But the next session, I think, will be up soon. Yeah, so once again, thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments what you think of this adventure, of the structure, and also please do subscribe if you haven't done so and like what I'm doing, because as you know, it costs you nothing and it brightens my day. And yeah, one quick announcement regarding my Cairn session. Even though my character died, I will continue this adventure. I will make another video about it shortly, because I really do want to progress in the story. I want to tell the story further of this rebellion against the Iron Circle. So I will just continue this story with another character, but this will be something for the next Cairn video. So yeah, as always, stay safe and stay healthy. Have a nice remaining weekend, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye.